get some lights on. Lots more to do. I'm taking my time with everything because I'm trying to get rid of 1,000 things as well. Let me put on the light, you can't see so well. So I've got other paper and a reed. I'm putting some of those things in the box that's full. I need to sort that out. I had the lid for this box with all the dividers and I can't find it for the life of me. So I'm going to have to find that one. This box is all done. Let me show you. That's what that one looks like. It's got, I think, 5 layers. And this are 2 boxes that I've already sorted out. The advent lights are all in there. What else? Oh, we've got all of that to sort out. As a full-time working mum, it's important to just do it in chunks and not to just get yourself overwhelmed. And like I said, it was so nice for me. I could work on sorting out the house before I had to do any of the Christmas decor, because technically the Christmas decor should have come down last weekend or this Monday. So I am a week late, but I'm not bothered. If you followed along in my previous vlog, you saw that a friend of mine helped me tidy up the dining table. The dining table was full of stuff, but it's not anymore. It's all cleared out. I've got this box here to add some stuff into. I'm hoping this one will be enough. And then that box there. But first things first, I need some coffee. Put the light on here. We bought this Beetlejuice Fanta. It's called Haunted Apple for the kids, but it's not very tasty, so nobody drank it really. And this is leftover from last night. Recycling goes in. I've got some recycling here that we need to do. So our friend stayed over last night, and when he wakes up, we will have a proper coffee. Well, I say proper coffee, but we will brew our coffee in this. But for now, my first cup of coffee of the day is going to be instant coffee. The time is almost 8 o'clock. Not that early, although it looks like I woke up at 5. If you followed along on my vlog for working mums here in Sweden, what it's like, really, life. I don't even bother with a spoon, as you can see. Don't forget to go back and watch that vlog. You will see what it's like getting up really early here in Sweden at 6:30 and how dark it really is. But it's not dark for most of the day, so I'm happy. So this is the last of the sheets that need to be washed. My husband did a load yesterday. I'm up. I'm gonna put on a load. Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. This is on the heels of last night's vlog. If you didn't follow along, I highly suggest you do. I'll have a link to the video in the description box below. My name is Shalika. I am a Sri Lankan living here in Sweden, Scandinavia. And today on my Swedish life, we have a few things happening. I'm still cleaning up the Christmas decor. Or yesterday, you saw me clear out my dining table because we made smash burgers. We had friends over for dinner and we needed to eat at the dining table. We have a dining table here in the kitchen where I'm sitting now, but it's a circular dining table and we have about 5 people can sit, and we were quite a few. We had 3 friends here and we are a family of 4. So I hope you enjoyed that vlog if you watched it. We made smash burgers. They turned out so good. It was so simple to make. We didn't do anything to the meat. We didn't even add salt and pepper to the meat. It was just the minced meat. We made them into like rough size balls, and then we flattened them with a pan that we had. We didn't even have one of those, burger flattening things. So it was just an improvised cooking session, and it turned out so so great. I think really what made it was the mayonnaise and the Worcestershire sauce, as well as a little bit of spicy sauce. You make a mix of it and then you put it over the bread and then you fry the bread. So it was really delicious, a very easy meal to make. I mean, I didn't have to be in the kitchen with so much hustle and bustle. But today in the morning, I woke up, you saw me, I have a small morning routine on the weekends. I usually wake up, someone is always put on the dishwasher, either my husband or myself. Yesterday it was our friends, they loaded up the dishwasher. My husband and I went to buy ice cream because we made milkshakes. I didn't film that, but we made milkshakes for dessert. So we went out to buy that, and by the time we come, they'd already tidied up and put everything in the dishwasher. So I just cleaned out the dishwasher, put up some of the sheets my husband had put out to dry, and I put on another load. That's pretty much a morning routine here on the weekends. We try to get pretty much a lot of it done the night before. So I am a full-time working mom here in Sweden, Scandinavia, and on my channel I put out videos on how we spend our weekends mostly. But I did have a video, a little longer video that went out on a week in the life here, how it is waking up in the dark and going to school during the winter months. I love it. It's not for everyone. So if you haven't seen that video, go down and check that video out. But today, Sunday, I'm still clearing out the Christmas stuff. I need to finish that today. As you saw yesterday, we cleared out the dining table. The dining table had been like that for almost a week. I used to stress myself out so much trying to get everything perfect, and I don't. For the last maybe 3 or 4 years, I have forgotten about that because it's not worth it. I don't think it is worth the stress or the effort or the sacrifices you have to be on top of your house all the time. And if you followed along since January, you know I've been doing a reset of my home, but usually I might have done a reset like the entire day and not done anything else, but I don't do that anymore. Even if it takes me an entire month like it's done now, that's because I'm trying to get to 1,000 things that I'm clearing out of my house. So the reset that I did this year was trying to get 500 things out of my house that I didn't need. Now, I made 537 in 5 days, so I pushed myself to do 1,000. The 1,000 is proving a little more difficult than I imagined, but I still have a week to go. I'm not done yet. And if I do make it, I will do a sort of a list, a spreadsheet, and I will probably walk you through all the things that I got rid of for the 1,000. And I know some of you have got inspired by those videos, clearing out your own homes. Yay on you, because I really want to inspire you to live your true life and not to be stressed out about other people, what other people do, how their lives are. I mean, it's just ridiculous nowadays. It used to be the same. I don't think humans have changed at all. We are still the same. When we didn't have social media and all those things, the only difference was that it was done on a much smaller scale. People have always gone to church or compared themselves to each other there, or compared themselves to their neighbors, what their neighbors want. So it's always been there, and it's always been a very human thing to compare yourself with other people. But now it's just exploded with social media. It's bombarding everybody. Children are exposed to it a lot earlier, but it is the life that we live in. So I think, for me, yes, we need to ban certain things, and they ban certain things in different countries, and different countries have different rules and regulations. But I think as parents and as children, we need to learn to maneuver ourselves in this new time. You can't ignore it. It's not going to go away. So you really have to work with it and try and do the best you can. And I'm here on these vlogs to inspire you to just live your life. That's what I do. I try not to compare myself to anybody else. It's difficult, I must admit, but I do really try really, really hard. And sometimes you'll see me here with makeup on. Sometimes you will see me here like this without any makeup on in the morning, because that's real life. I think it's really up to us as individuals to put out raw footage like this and show people that it is okay to be different. It's okay to be normal. It's okay to be unique, and it's okay to be not put together all the time. And that's just the way life is. Now, I know I'm very lucky for the most part in my life, so I have no complaints, but we are going to go and see a house or a flat. A friend of ours has moved from Abu Dhabi here. He's been here for 1.5 years. He's just sold his flat over there, and he is now house hunting or flat hunting. So we're going to go and have a look at one of the flats. I thought I'd take you along with me. That will be fun for you to see. And I'm also going to try and sort out all the stuff that's in my sitting room. I don't pressure myself. I have a sign on the fridge that says a clean house is a sign of a wasted life. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a clean house. My house is almost always clean and tidy and organizing, and I love it. But I have that sign on my fridge just to remind me that that is not the most important thing. The most important thing was what happened yesterday. Chaos, hustle and bustle, friends cooking in the kitchen, friends helping me organize, kids up and down. I had kids in the morning. My nephew and my niece stayed over last night, the night before on Friday. So it was all a big mess. But that's just the way I love my life. And that's real life. You can't have everything picture perfect. So if you're on this channel to find videos that are edited and looking picture perfect and beautiful all the time, you've come to the wrong place. But if you do like this raw sort of footage and real life videos, please leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and give this video a thumbs up so it's pushed out to those of you who really want to join me and enjoy watching my life here in Sweden. So let's get some organizing done before we have to go to church. So as you can see, I've made quite a bit of progress. We started taking down the Christmas tree. I have a few miscellaneous things, and not to worry, that Christmas tree will go into that box. I do it every single year. We've got a few things that need to go into the shed, but I'm going to pause now and we're going to head on over to the flat. So we are here now. We are looking at the flat. So these are the flats. So you got one at the top and one at the bottom. So the one he's looking at is one of the flats that are on the top. You've got a balcony there, and then you've got a big sitting room and a bedroom. It's really, really spacious, and he's also got an attic, which is huge for storage. I mean, it's impossible for one person to have so much stuff. It was a really, really nice flat. I am about 90% sure that he's going to put in an offer. They've got a nice park here for kids to play. Lots of people are living here, and the flat's being sold by the council. The council is trying to sell the flat, but they haven't sold it because they want a specific asking price for it, and obviously the people have been bidding a lot lower. But I think my friend might be willing to pay the price. But let's have a look and see. I hope you enjoyed coming along with us. And once we're done, we're going to go back home and get the Christmas trees out of the way, or at least one Christmas tree. I want to get the downstairs done. That is my goal for today. So this is the front entrance. There's a small window on the side and the door. It is not bad for this size of flat. And this is the toilet. Now, as you can see, in Sweden, the toilets are very, very basic. They work really well. They're very functional, but it has all the amenities and everything is good quality. But as you can see, it's just a very basic bathroom, nothing fancy, and 90% of the bathrooms in Sweden, unless you do it yourself, look like that. Now this is the attic that we were talking about. It was a really large attic, which was really good for storage. This is the sitting room, and off the sitting room is a balcony. So it was quite a large sitting room. You could have a dining table and a sofa and your TV and everything here. And then this was nice to have an open space. But as you can see, these flats are old. They need renovation. They've been used as housing for people who come here as refugees and or from the council who don't have money to have their own houses, but the council has now decided to sell it. Those were the garages that are available for your car, but he needs to find out if one of them is available for this flat. You do need to pay for that, I think, separately. In Sweden, we always have these really big windows, and the heaters are always underneath there. And this is the kitchen. Now, it is a good sized kitchen, a square kitchen. You could have a table. It's got the old flooring that we have up in the north of Sweden. We have a summer house there, and that's exactly the flooring we have. And then you also have these sort of spindles coming in from the hall, which is nice to kind of divide the kitchen from the entrance hall, because the entrance hall is so small. So there's a lot of storage, but obviously if my friend bought this flat, he would be changing up the entire thing. He would knock down that wall, so it opens up into the sitting room. It is a wall that you can knock down. It's not a supporting wall. And this is the front deck, so he could build it out. There's a little bit of a grass section there. He has a motorbike he can put on the side there, a shed. So it really had a lot of storage and a really great place for one person. But as you can see, the kitchen is grubby, it's old. He will have to change all of that. And I forgot to mention there was a walk-in closet as you entered the house. Obviously for your winter jackets, it had the boiler there. It was quite large, but as you saw, the flat really needs some work, and my friend is going to have to renovate. He has the money to do the renovation because the price is quite low, so I think it would be a really good buy, and we are also really happy that he'll be so close to us. Now we're going to get going. We're going to get home, get on with some work, and we're going to have smash burgers again today because it was so delicious yesterday, and we bought 1.5 kilos and we didn't use half a kilo, so we're going to have it again this evening for dinner, and then we are going to call it a night, and I will be vlogging next week for sure. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, coming along with me on Sunday house hunting or flat hunting with our friend, and also getting things done in the house at the same time. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the vlog from yesterday as well. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.